the legacy war over the clock now seems to have stopped ticking. 10 months since Ajit Pawar split the NCP and joined BJP, Shiv Sena coalition being sworn in as the Deputy Chief Minister for the 4th time, the Election Commission has allotted the clock symbol of the NCP, the analog alarm clock or the wall clock on the tricolour, to Ajit Pawar's faction. The Election Commission on Tuesday declared the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP as the real political party, dealing a huge blow to the faction led by the party founder and veteran Sharad Pawar. But how has the EC decided on this? Well, we'll try and explain, but the basics of it really is the 3-test rule. The test of aims and objectives of the party, the test of the party constitution, the test of majority. Now, you may have been very familiar with all of these things if you were following the Shinde versus Uddhav faction fight as well, but we'll get to that in a bit. Now, regarding the first point, the Election Commission has said that neither of the two factions contended that they followed the aims and objectives of the party constitution and the other was violating it. So, that was basically irrelevant. On the test of the party constitution aspect, the Election Commission found that although both factions had no dispute on the party constitution, they were not following the same. As a result, the test also could not give any determinative result. So what did the Election Commission really base itself on? The apex election body decided to rely on the test of majority to decide the dispute. The Commission proceeded to determine the present dispute case on the basis of test of majority in the legislature. The Election Commission stated that it examined the affidavits of support filed by both the factions and concluded the group led by the petitioner, that is Ajit Pawar, enjoyed majority among the legislators. But somewhere in August last year, soon after the decision on Shiv Sena symbol between the Shinde and the Uddhav factions, remember, veteran Sharad Pawar himself had said, and I quote him, "Our party symbol seems to be in danger." And he said, again, just a few days apart, and I quote him again, "I don't care for symbol as I have contested elections on many symbols like bullock pair, cow and a calf." Now, if one takes a precedence of what happened with Shinde versus the faction, this Election Commission's order may well be the basis for the February 14th order expected by the Speaker on disqualification of NCP MLAs. But let's first just get you reactions of what is emerging after the big Election Commission's verdict.
हम तो फैसले की अपेक्षा बहुत पहले कर रहे थे क्योंकि करीब 4 दिसंबर को ही सुनवाई उसकी पूरी हो गई थी, लेकिन खैर आज 2 महीने बाद सही आज हमको फैसला मिला है और हमारे पक्ष में है। इसके लिए हम इलेक्शन कमीशन के जो भी फैसले का स्वागत करते हैं और समाधान व्यक्त करते हैं। हम लोकशाही में किसी भी फैसले का आगे चैलेंज कर सकते हैं। हो सकता है कि कल इसका चैलेंज सुप्रीम कोर्ट या हाई कोर्ट या कहीं भी करने की कोशिश की जाए, उसका हमारा उसमें कोई किसी को कहना नहीं है। हम केवल इतना ही कहेंगे कि हमको ऐसा लगता है कि जो हमने फैसला लिया था वो सही था और आज इलेक्शन कमीशन के माध्यम से हमारे फैसले को सही ठहराया गया, इसका हमें समाधान है।
अगर आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ऑर्डर देखें तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के ऑर्डर में ऐसा लिखा हुआ है कि एमएलए का नहीं हो सकता, वो पार्टी का होना चाहिए। और मेरे ख्याल से तो शिवसेना के साथ किया वही हमारे साथ आज हो रहा है। तो कोई नया ऑर्डर नहीं, वही सिर्फ नाम बदला है, कंटेंट वही है। हाँ बिल्कुल, कोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट तो जाएंगी। अगर हम पे अन्याय होगा तो कोर्ट तो जाना ही पड़ेगा ना। कल तक उन्होंने टाइम दिया है, कल तक 3 नाम और 3 सिंबल उनको देने, तो अब कर देंगे कल वो।
I am not surprised at all a man who was charged of corruption of worth 70,000 crores, and NCP was given a new title by the Prime Minister's Naturally Corrupt Party, today stand shoulder to shoulder with the BJP, shoulder to shoulder with Mr. Narendra Modi, and Ajit Pawar ji happens to be the Deputy Chief Minister of the state of Maharashtra. What has happened is actually totally goes against the spirit of Schedule 10 of the Constitution. It is something sponsored, planned, executed by the central government to try and silence those voices or try and split those voices which speak for the people of this country, which speak strongly against the growing dictatorial tendencies of the government.
Now remember, whatever has happened with the NCP and the precedence of what happened with the Shiv Sena, all of these perhaps have very important keynotes and ripple effects, not only for the elections that are around the corner, but also possibly of how politics may unfold with particularly the regional parties in context. And that again then becomes extremely pivotal for what seems to be the NDA versus the India bloc, because many of these parties, particularly the regional parties, are well part of the India bloc alliance.